Hi, and thanks for watching this video, which is about my C and assembler game for the Oric Atmos called Invaders 3D. This is actually a port of a game I wrote for my dflat system, which is an entirely new ROM for the Oric computers with a new programming language called dflat. And I've already got some videos showing this 3D game running on that. But it requires you to first have dflat running on your Oric, and then you download the dflat program. So it just creates additional barriers for Oric fans to get involved with this game and have a look at it. So what I thought I'd do is port it from dflat, which is a C-like language, to actual C and assembler, which actually took longer than I would have hoped, considering I thought that dflat was relatively close to kind of being C-like as a language. Anyway, this is the result. So I've already got the tap file on this emulator ready to load the game. I did think about showing it running on a real Oric, but the video quality, trying to show through a camera a game running on a TV, it just wasn't good. My setup isn't good enough here. So I thought for quality and clarity purposes, an emulator would be better. So anyway, let's load the game up. And the first thing is that you'll notice that I've got some more sound. So I've enhanced it as part of the porting. So one of the things I've done is add a tune. So let's just listen to that, see if you know it. So hopefully you can hear that this is a very well-known tune by Jean-Michel Jarre, and it's from the album Oxygen, Part 4. One of my favourite tunes, and I think suitably futuristic sounding for a game of this ilk. Mercifully, I've got the ability to switch the music on and off with pressing M, but I did have it actually off by default, and then you switch it on, but I thought, well, let's just leave it on, and it gets irritating, which even this can. It's easy to switch it off. So the instructions page is very similar to the original game. I've basically kept all of this, but the Oric, I'm using the Oric's ROM routines for things like drawing the planets. So the dflat ROM had much faster circle drawing, so it takes noticeably longer to draw that initial view before the landscape starts kicking in. Let's switch that off now. I think we've heard enough of Jean-Michel Jarre. Now, the other things I've done to enhance it are the rolling landscape is different for each level, essentially, that you get to. So before I had the same color for the landscape and just different colors for the sky and the moon. Now I've tried to mix it up a bit and put some garish colors in for each level that you're on. So anyway, without further ado, let's go for this. Other things I've changed include, so again, you can hear some more sound effects in the background whilst it draws the planet, landscape, etc. But the other thing I've done, I've tuned the spaceship so it's a little bit more nimble and a bit less, more inertia and less friction. Actually, it was all just friction. I just had less friction before, but now it's the spaceship stops faster, and also I've changed its. So I have changed the inertia. I've changed its acceleration. So I've done minor changes to the messaging, and as you see here now, the next level has a different color landscape that rolls towards you. The planet the moon is a different color. Now I've chosen some garish colours, but which makes it harder to spot the aliens, actually. Maybe that's part of the challenge of the game, but certainly for my eyes, it's not the best to spot them. So I may tweak this to make colours a little bit more compatible with being able to play the game. The other thing that I tried to port across was joystick support, which all works fine under the dflat ROM, but the same routines don't seem to work under the Oric Atmos ROM. So not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I've put all the source code up on the repository, and maybe somebody might on GitHub, sorry, so maybe somebody could look through that and spot some schoolboy error I've made in terms of why the joystick support is not working. So the IJK routines are somehow not playing through, not working through properly. So I'm on this ETA system. So the aliens are getting faster, which is one of the reasons why I changed the speed of the acceleration of the spaceship. It was just getting too hard. That's not ETA, it's Delta. I can't read that very well either. But it was getting too hard to get very far. I've also changed the scoring, so it's worth a little bit more for each alien, just to have a healthier dose of score upticking. Back in the day, I just had a 0 to the score to make it look suitably impressive. But yeah, that's some of the changes I've made. I think it's a better game with the sound effects and the music. I think it adds a little bit more. Wish I could get joystick to work, but not sure what I'm doing wrong here. So let me just play out this Zeta level. So that it's getting quite fast now. So you can see that well, I'm not trying to die, but let's just see if I can actually shoot a few of these aliens. Wow, okay, so that's just me being really bad at playing my own game. Let's just... 3 more to get. I'm sure I can do this if I focus. Oh my god! Never mind. Got a high score at least, 4,300. I'm sure I could have got a bit better than that. So that's my game for the Oric. As I said, it's on my GitHub repo, and I'll put the link on that. I'm going to turn the music on one more time, because at the end of the day, you can't really get too much of Jean-Michel Jarre. Oxygen, it's a great album. Listen to it in the car, on the way to Bristol and back, a couple of hours journey and more. Just put it on in the background and drive. Thanks for watching this video.